Hi, morning. My name's Rich and we're Consumer Hub. This is the Meet the series where we're hearing some of the best people we know in the industry, I like to think anyway, and hearing about their careers so that you can get a better insight into what certain functions actually involved in the day-to-day. So today we've got Phil Carratt with us. Phil's got a great background across private label bakery and also brand licenses with CSM, an international bakery company. And Phil's kindly agreed to come on this little show today with us and give us a bit more insight into what a role of head of marketing looks like in a global private label company. So just very quickly, Phil, that's me giving you a woolly introduction. Just give us a quick top line on what your role involved, or some of the big roles that you had at CSM involved, and what they look like.
Yeah. Hi, Rich. So basically, the European licensing role basically is it's responsible for everything to do with brands and licensed brands in the company. CSM are predominantly an own label company. So in terms of brands, their brands are all through licenses, and that's with big partners like Mondelez and all the great brands they have. And essentially, that role is leading the license business across Europe in terms of managing it internally and externally, the strategy, the plan, the team, and obviously delivering the results as well.
Yeah, so very, very multifaceted then.
Absolutely, yeah.
And what because it's such a big role and there's so many stakeholders and it's across a big territory as well. Like what would a day in the life of a head of brand licenses look like in an international company like CSM?
Very, very varied, definitely. No 2 days are ever the same. Typically one moment you can be talking about high level strategy, in terms of, where are we targeting, which countries, which customers, which types of products, and really kind of high level alignment strategy at board level. And then the next moment I can be in a project meeting supporting a product manager, on much more granular things like, making sure that we've got the right packaging in place, or working with supply chain to get the right machinery in place and things like that. So it's completely, very much a varied job. It's that kind of, you need to be able to be strategic thinking, but also very important is actually delivering, the results as well, and making sure that happens.
Yeah, so there's the ability to sort of dive into the detail on a project, get your head into it, support people, move it on, and then sort of duck onto the next thing that you need to sort.
Exactly, yeah, and then you can be external, internal, so you have to sort of switch between and sort of manage all of those different stakeholders,
Yeah,
at all different levels as well. So yeah, as I say, it's, yeah, I mean, one of the things I enjoy the most about the job is that, you never quite know what's going to happen from day to day. You
yeah.
kind of have a plan, but most often, things will change, and it's really that variety and that change which is something that keeps me motivated, really.
And on that point around stakeholders, who are some of the key stakeholders externally and internally for you in a big sort of regional role like that?
Yeah, I mean, internally, this role has so many touch points. So essentially, you're speaking to pretty much every single function in the business. Obviously, sales, finance are absolutely key, and MPD as well. I think they're absolutely the kind of the key functions, but also supply chain, manufacturing. So all of those different functions, and of course, with it being a European role, then you need to speak to all of those different functions in all of the various different countries. So that's obviously UK, but then also Germany, France, into Netherlands and so on. So it's, as I say, it's a huge role, and with many different internal touch points. And then externally as well, obviously, I'm dealing with all of those kind of, the big partners, the relationships where we have the licensing agreements. So that can be, on the brand side, it would be, Mondelez, and they would then have touch points in UK, Germany, and other countries. Same with Ferrero. We also do some character licensing as well. So then you're into the Disney world as well,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
all
yeah.
the
My
kind of
kids are.
challenges of dealing with
My kids love it.
the yeah. So, but the licensing, it works really well because from a consumer perspective, it means that the consumer can sort of find their favorite brand, but also in this fresh bakery format as well. So they get all the benefits of a fresh bakery product, but also then with the brand as well. So the consumer kind of trusts the brand, and what that does is it brings new consumers into the category. So then you get that kind of penetration increase as well.
Yeah, Phil, so you've obviously got a very broad commercial background across brand, product marketing, category, etc., and it's a very multifaceted role. Head of marketing for licenses in a big European business, an international business like CSM. What does good look like, to succeed in that environment?
Yeah, I think in terms of what good looks like, any big FMCG company, the reason they are there is to drive, revenue growth and profit growth. And in terms of the role that I'm in, obviously I have very clear targets that I need to, deliver against. It's licensing is the key driver of growth and revenue and profit growth in the business. So what good looks like is actually delivering against that plan. So creating a plan and actually going out and delivering the numbers against it. That's what good looks like. I think sometimes the marketeer in me, I think good looks like seeing, the perfect product on shelf and selling well and getting good feedback from consumers. That's always important, I think, in terms of just keeping you motivated. And it is, one of the main reasons that I get out of bed in the morning. But ultimately, it's all about delivering the results. I think that's what would also make you, more, or try to make yourself indispensable, as well to your company, is really deliver against the numbers.
Yeah. Keeping delivery front center at all times.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
And for someone that's at the beginning of their career, they might be in national accounts, might be in marketing, they're looking at what you're doing thinking, I would love to do something that's that interesting and project focused in marketing, a big head of marketing role later on, and maybe they want to get into private label and all the licensing stuff. Like, what advice would you have to them? How can they sort of start to shape their career and develop the skills and attributes needed to succeed in that really interesting environment?
I would say, try to maybe get experience in those other sort of closely related functions. So I think it's all well and good, and definitely I would always, support a career in marketing. But if you get the chance to sort of maybe get some experience in those kind of more support functions as well, so obviously sales, if you can get some sales experience, or if you can get some finance experience as well, I think that's all very important. I think one, I don't know what you want to call it, maybe trap that marketeers can sometimes fall into is that we get so focused on the consumer and the product and the kind of benefits and the features and so on, that maybe we forget the very critical commercial element as well. So it's really about really understand those other functions of the business. You can get work experience in them, fine, because they will really help you in your marketing career as you go forward.
Yeah. No, thanks. That's really useful to understand. And you're on LinkedIn, aren't you, Phil?
I am. I'm on LinkedIn. Yeah, so you can find me there, no problem.
You can follow Phil there, see what he's up to, and guys, if you have sort of appreciated what Phil shared today, we really appreciate his time. Just drop him a note on LinkedIn. Thank him for his time, because he makes such a difference when we all sort of share insights in the industry. Hopefully, we can all get better together. Guys, thanks for listening today. Join us for another Meet This soon, and we'll have someone else very interesting on the show for you. Take care. Thanks for watching the video, guys. Check out the playlist here for more content like this. Click the donuts to subscribe so you never miss an update, and give us a like and a comment so we know what content you'd like to see from us. See you next time.